Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with another live, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope y'all having a great day overall, man. My apologies for not going on live last night. Wasn't feeling my best. Was tired as a motherfucker, but we back at y'all with some more boxing talk. We gonna talk about Artur Beterbiev and Andre Ward wanting to smoke with Jake Paul after his victory over Iron Mike Tyson. We're going to speak about Jaron Ennis being on Vergil Ortiz's list. We're going to get a little bit into Vergil Ortiz's list overall. Then we're going to talk about if Sepeda and Shakur Stevenson is something that will still be in the works in February. Shout out to everybody that's in the building so far, man. If y'all can hit the like button as soon as you come in, that'd be very much appreciated. This nigga said Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson. This is brother Nazim Richardson. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Magic Johnson? Oh, Thomas, you gotta do your research, my brother. That's disrespectful, man. Oh man, you gotta do your research, cuz you out here wilding. You dead serious too. You put all them fire emojis, you was dead ass. Oh my god, that's a bad job. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the motherfucking building. You talking about the boy on my shirt, Magic Johnson. That's a basketball player. That's a motherfucking trainer from Philadelphia that's no longer here with us. You feel what I'm saying? Definitely got to do your Googles, my brother. He trained Bernard Hopkins, Shane Mosley. You know what I'm saying? He trained a lot of great fighters. You feel what I'm saying? So you definitely got to tighten up, my brother. Shout out to everybody that's in the building so far. I can already tell that they did not send out the post notifications. So let me alert my group chat and all that good shit. Let's get into this boxing talk, man. Let's get into this boxing talk. You feel me? Shout out to everybody that's in the building so far. My apologies for not going on live last night, like I said before. You feel what I mean? But we gonna speak a little bit about everything. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, we definitely ain't getting no notifications sent out. I could already tell. If there's only 2 people in the building, I already know what type time, YouTube on. But that's how you do your boy, man. Not really putting my videos out there how they usually do. You know what I'm saying? My subscribers been climbing crazy. Thanks to the reels that I be putting up, like the shorts that I've been putting up and shit like that. So the subscribers going up. You feel what I'm saying? We about to hit that 2,400 mark, but at the same time, I feel like, in all honesty, bro, they really been like not really doing what they supposed to do for my channel. But it is what it is. Tom is right. He said, was Keyshawn right about Tank's resume? Hey, listen, man, we had this conversation over and over again, bro. I feel like at this point, Keyshawn just exposing the obvious. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta Davis, special talent. He could easily be, the best fighter, in or around his division. But the same thing that seems to hold true throughout Tank's career is that he hasn't really faced the elite level guys in or around his division yet. You know what I'm saying? They've been very carefully selecting opponents that favor him stylistically. He has some solid guys on his resume. Let's not get it wrong. Like, Frank Martin, that's a solid guy. I'm sorry. No, the John fell. Frank Martin, like I said, solid guy. Hector Luis Garcia, these are solid guys, people, but they're not amongst the elite. And in all honesty, these guys don't, they're probably like a notch below, the top guys that we want to see Gervonta Davis fight. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson. If you want to throw Teofimo Lopez in the mix, he's been disrespecting you. That's a good fight. And in all honesty, early on in your career, you had some great fights that you could have made happen that you let slip. You know what I'm saying? Your team carefully advised against it. You could have fought Lomachenko early at 130. You could have fought Gary Russell. He'd have moved up to 130 and fought you. Tevin Farmer, when he was IBF champion, you could have got it. You could have got in it with him because I think at that time you had the WBA. So it's like there was a lot of fights that you could have made happen. No unification fights on Tank's part. You know what I'm saying? If he's fighting bigger guys, he's putting them on all types of clauses and all these different like things. You feel what I'm saying? And Tank could just make it seem like he all about the money at the end of the day. But one thing that we can't really deny is that he has not faced the elite yet, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But whenever you expose the obvious, or you just formulating some type of opinion that you could base with literal facts, You get criticized. You get bashed. I get at least a few comments a day, especially when I talk about Tank. That like I get bashed, bro. Like I be getting cooked in the comments for real. Oh, what has Keyshawn? What does fighting Keyshawn Davis do for Gervonta Davis, bro? What the fuck does Lamont Roach do for Gervonta Davis? Like, let's be serious here, y'all. Like Lamont Roach, yeah, he a good fighter. He a world champion at 130. But is that a fight that we really up in arms about? Do this shit got Gervonta Davis's fans clutching their pearls and just being so concerned about, Tank's safety? Nah, bro. Ain't nobody really worried about Tank losing his O to Lamont Roach because everybody knows that Lamont, as talented as he is, he ain't got nothing for Gervonta Davis. You feel what I'm saying? So, shit. I feel like Keyshawn Davis, although he's not a champion like Lamont Roach, I feel like he's more of a significant threat just based off of the styles and him being a legit lightweight fighter. Gervonta Davis has been campaigning at 35 for a couple years already. Fight another 135, bro. No. Fight another 135. Why is that so much to ask for? Nowadays, when you ask for, but Tank's a natural 130, so why the fuck he ain't fighting at 130 then? You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the boy J Cash. What's going on? My brother Coffee Plant. Time is right. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Yeah, it's going to take a while for these viewers to pick up, but they going to peep once they slide on the app. You feel me? They going to peep once they slide on the app, bro. It is what it is. But let's talk about the Jake Paul conversation real quick, man, because this is something that I wanted to speak about. I was going to speak about it yesterday, but like I said, I had scheduled a live, but I wasn't feeling my best. And if I can't give you guys, what you guys deserve on the channel, then I'd rather fall back and just start fresh another day. You feel me? So let's talk about, the Jake Paul, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson situation. So I spoke on the fight. I give you guys my post-fight reaction and stuff like that. So I'm not going to really dig too deep into that situation in particular. But what I want to get into is the aftermath of Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. You feel what I'm saying? And in that fight, Mike Tyson obviously came up short. It counted in the books. And now Mike Tyson, after not fighting for about 20 years, has another L added to his resume. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people are enraged behind this. And I should have suspected it, prior to the fight happening. But it's really real. Some of the most notable people that, seem to be enraged is, a former pound-for-pound level fighter, one of the best in the world while he was active, and Andre SOG Ward, and, a current pound-for-pound fighter in the world right now, Artur Beterbiev. You feel what I'm saying? The L do count. Coffee Plant. Go check Mike Tyson record on BoxRec. He was 50-6 for the last 20 years, and now he's 50-7. And it's crazy because Mike Tyson literally has a ranking on BoxRec right now, and he has 1 star. He has a 1-star BoxRec rating right now. You feel what I'm saying? So it does count, unfortunately. This should have counted as an exhibition, but I think Jake Paul really wanted this to count against his record. You know what I'm saying? He cut Mike the check to add him to his resume. You feel what I'm saying? But, Andre Ward, I heard, and I should have figured this because when he had that interview with Mike Tyson, he said, yo, we going to be in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? We rooting for you, blah, blah, blah. And he even, mentioned, he would feel some type of way if Jake were to inflict some type of damage or harm to you. So I should have figured. El Verrano said it really don't matter. People overreacting. What are you talking about? What don't matter? It matter if I'm talking about it. But what I'm saying is, Andre Ward, you can tell he was he could tell he definitely felt the way about it. And Andre Ward, he trying to go about it real smooth, calm, calculated, like he's had throughout the course of his career. But you could tell he want that shit back in blood. You feel what I'm saying? He definitely want that back in blood. He don't like that Jake Paul just use Mike Tyson as a pawn to level up in his career and get a little check. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the people that's been standing by Mike and, truly defending him. You feel what I'm saying? So, he want that. He want that bad, and I'm sure Jake Paul, he's tuned in with the boxing world. He know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you said the L? Mike got blessed with 20 mil. That's not what we talking about, though. That's not the topic of our conversation. I could care less what they got paid. I'm talking about how people reacting to, Mike Tyson losing. You feel what I'm saying? So, fucking Andre Ward, you can tell he want that shit back bad, bro. And he's out here. He's saying how he said he would definitely consider the fight. He said, "Oh, you like fighting older, retired guys? I ain't been in the gym in 7 years. You feel what I'm saying? I'm 40 years old. I'm an old man from a boxing sense. So why don't you look in my direction? You want the credibility? You want that respect from the hardcore boxing fans? Look no further." So Andre Ward is literally making himself a candidate. He pretty much shooting his shot, pause, in terms of getting a fight with Jake Paul. You feel what I'm saying? He's literally making a strong case for himself for being Jake Paul's next opponent. Now, that's just Andre Ward. This is somebody like he said has been retired for 7 years. Now we got somebody who's currently active in the sport of boxing who just came off one of the biggest wins of the year with Artur Beterbiev. He just beat Dimitri Bivol and just became undisputed in the light heavyweight division. And he said, how about, and Artur Beterbiev, he looking for smoke. And obviously he's not the best speaker from an English standpoint, but I'm sure he has somebody in his team, translate that for him. And he pretty much saying, how about you fight an active pound-for-pound fighter in the world right now? So to summarize what he's basically saying, he's like, yo, you keep fighting these old washed-up niggas. You feel what I'm saying? How about a nigga who's currently relevant in the sport of boxing right now that you could, that you could really get in the mix with, somebody who actually a threat to you? Jake Paul says something along the lines of, "Oh, look, like he tried to switch the whole script. You could just smell the pussy in the air. You feel what I'm saying? You could just smell the bitch assness in the air. Where Jake Paul is talking about, oh, you see this? A top 5 pound-for-pound fighter. Yeah, man. Look, I'm making noise, man. Ha, ha, ha. And Artur Beterbiev like, yo, you ain't say yes or no, so, like, what we doing? No response from Jake Paul whatsoever. So the agenda is clear on Jake Paul's end. And I've been saying this for the longest. Jake Paul don't really want no smoke with anybody who's currently relevant in the sport of boxing. Him, MVP Promotions, whoever the fuck is handling Jake Paul, they have a clear agenda. They started off with a fucking basketball player. Then they went on and started fighting overtired, washed-up UFC fighters. You feel what I'm saying? Then he targeted 2 guys who were professionals but had blown-up records. Then he goes and he fights an old-ass 58-year-old Iron Mike Tyson. What happened? An old-ass, washed-up 58-year-old Iron Mike Tyson, and then goes on and tries to him and his team did a great job. They did a great job at trying to make Mike look like the baddest man on the planet again. They did everything they could to make Mike look like very dangerous, and you know what I'm saying? They did their best to make him look like, how he was feared in the past. You know what I mean? They really put this like very, very dangerous image on Mike the whole lead up to the fight so he could get fans. I doubt as any of the people that's in here. We intelligent over here. You know what I'm saying? We well aware of what's going on. We well versed. We well educated. But the casual boxing fans that's out there, you know what I mean? They fell for it. They took the bait. Oh, Mike gonna get him this time. And Jake Paul kept playing on the idea of fear the whole time, but he knew it was an easy lick. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's ridiculous, bro. You know what I'm saying? They got a full-blown agenda, and they don't plan on fighting anybody notable anytime soon. I was just seeing how they was talking about they would like to see Jake Paul fight for a title against Chavez Jr. at cruiserweight. Seriously? The dude who's who has a history of being hooked on drugs and alcohol and devoting 0% of himself to the sport of boxing, a fucking failure. An absolute crumb to the Chavez name. You know what I'm saying? Has zero respect where he goes. That's who you're going to have fight for a world title against Jake Paul, bro? Seriously? Shit is shameful, bro. Shit is definitely shameful. And, now that, he made a name off of a legend, now these other dudes is pissed off. Y'all should have been pissed off. Y'all should have been trying to back Jake up off the block But now that he beat up on old little Iron Mike Tyson, thank God he ain't step on the gas on Mike Tyson. But now that he he played around with Mike Tyson, jabbed him up, pieced him up and shit like that. Now y'all want to stand up and go against Jake Paul, bro. Y'all niggas is a few years late on that. As soon as y'all seen this dude fighting old washed up MMA fighters, y'all should have been like, yo, man, this dude not about to be, you know what I mean, significant in boxing. He ain't about to, you know what I'm saying? It's either you fight us or we ain't paying you niggas no mind. Just like how y'all try to kick Don King out of the sport of boxing, y'all should have took out this opportunity, Jake Paul. But what y'all do? Y'all praised him. Y'all talking about how he was good for boxing and how he's attracting all these casual boxing fans. Now that he beat up on one of you old motherfuckers, now y'all want to say something. Now y'all want to stand up and say something. Whoa, but Andre Ward, yeah, man, but he has to say my name. Andre Ward, he not gonna say your name, bro. Stop, like you out here, you keep answering these questions about Jake Paul, consistently. You made it clear that you interested, but I'm not gonna chase him. I'm not gonna chase him. He's gonna have to say my name. Bro, you have to be the assertive one in this situation. That's the reason why you ain't get the Adonis Stevenson fight. That's the reason why you ain't get the Adonis Stevenson fight, because you just laid back and you know what I'm saying, you wasn't really, consistent in, bringing that fight to the table. So if you're not out here, blatantly calling out Jake Paul and really terrorizing Jake Paul from a media perspective, he ain't never going to mention your name. That shit going to be like water right under the bridge, and he going to continue doing what he doing. You feel what I'm saying? Thomas Wright says, speaking of MVP manager, I don't know how to pronounce that. Nakisha. I don't know what his name is. Jake Paul manager said they want to fight I Show Speed, and they already offer him $10 million. You see what the fuck I'm talking about, bro? I highly doubt that'll happen. I doubt any sanctioning body will ever allow I Show Speed to box Jake Paul when the motherfucker got like 10, 11 fights already. But you know what I'm saying? They were able to make that shit happen some way, somehow. I wouldn't be surprised at all. And then he going to knock I Show Speed the fuck out, and then they're going to talk about how Jake Paul making a mockery of the sport. But watch, if that fight were to manifest, if that fight were to come about, they're going to talk about how athletic I Show Speed is, and, he might actually be able to do something with Jake. Bro, it's going to be the same blueprint over and over and over again, bro. And I ain't going to lie to y'all. Like I said, I like what Jake Paul do for Puerto Rico. I like what he doing with Amanda Serrano. But, the fighter aspect, bro, I can't fuck with it, bro. I can't fuck with it. You feel what I'm saying? And then I see Gervonta Davis out here, he outraged, talking about he going to do something to Jake whenever he see him. And you know what I'm saying? You ain't get the job done. And, like, Gervonta, you not going to do – keep it 1,000, bro. You ain't going to do shit, bro. You know, sent so many threats to niggas of talking about what you going to do. And, when you see somebody it's on and then, bro, you don't ever see the niggas anyway. When you ever be outside, you be somewhere hiding until you get a fight date. Only time niggas ever see you is when, you know what I'm saying, you at a press conference or you at a weigh-in or you at a fight. You at your fight. You ain't even show up to other fights no more. Why you acting like you going to run down on niggas? Bro, you only running your mouth when you got something in the works, bro. Stop it. You're not running down on no fucking Jake Paul. You're not doing nothing to him, and you ain't fighting the nigga anyway. This nigga is at cruiserweight. You at lightweight. It's a fucking 60-pound difference, bro. Fall back. Like, stop it. Niggas just be like, Tank say whatever. They be like, Tank say he gonna beat up Jake. Nigga, he ain't gonna do nothing. He gonna sit behind his computer and, wait until Al call him with a fight date. The stranger said, yo, Mark, what's your thoughts on the diatribe Serrano's manager went on? What you meant to say? Dialogue? What's that? Diet? Am I tripping? What you saying? Went on after the upset. I appreciate it. He said, I'm going to be honest. I don't disagree with him. Maybe it wasn't the place to go off like that, though. What did he say in particular? Because, the only thing I heard Amanda Serrano's manager say was that, Katie Taylor, she's infamous for headbutts. Diatribe means a rant. Oh, shit. Well, I just learned something new. I didn't even know that. Well, the nigga should have said rant, bro. You know what I'm saying? I went to school and all that, but I mean, there's a couple things that done slipped past me. My fault. Appreciate you, Anonymous. But, okay, so you talking about what's your thoughts on the rant Serrano's manager went on after the upset? Well, listen, man, Katie Taylor, we're not going to sit here and act like, those wasn't some dirty tactics that Katie Taylor did. Fuck you, Coffee. Always talking shit. Stay in school, nigga. You stay in my comments, nigga. Fuck you. But anyways, this nigga, you know, he wasn't wrong because Katie Taylor, she do like to lean in with her head, and I even seen her rubbing her head on fucking Amanda's eye. These are dirty tactics that are taught in the boxing gym. I know that for a fact. I witnessed it with my own eyes. You feel what I'm saying? People have been doing this for a long time, and Katie Taylor is a school fighter, so I find it very hard to believe that, you know, as experienced as that woman is, she was not taught this, or at least picked up, you know, in her tenure in boxing. You feel what I'm saying? However, there are things that Amanda Serrano could have done to avoid the consistent headbutting. You know what I'm saying? If you had any idea of distance or keeping somebody behind your jab and shit like that, it's gonna be extremely difficult, especially if you're using your feet to get out of range. It's gonna be hard for them to, you know, come in behind their head. You know, but if your feet are stuck in the mud and, you know what I'm saying, you just buckling down and just going head to head with that person, you know what I'm saying? There's actions that you could have taken to prevent that from happening. This is another thing I'm gonna say in regards to that coach's rant. And we was talking about this at the gym before I left earlier today. And I really believe that Amanda Serrano's corner fucked up Amanda's chances of winning the fight. I'm gonna tell you guys why. That cut, everybody said, was caused by a headbutt. That was clear, right? That was not due to a punch. That was due to a headbutt. All right, cool. So there was a few instances where I saw in the corner where Amanda Serrano's manager tells the referee, "Oh, the cut's bad. Ref, the cut's bad." So the ref was like, "All right, then, nigga, make a call. Make a call. Like, what you gonna do? You gonna continue fighting?" He chose to let Amanda continue fighting. Now, as Mexicans all want perfect Mexican rules boxing, Zordo retains tank spot pound for pound. He actually unified to fight the best. Zordo fights the best. Oh my god, let's pack him up. This nigga says Zordo fight the best. I had to pack him up. As soon as he said that, I knew that was cat. But anyways, the corner really missed out on a huge opportunity. And I was saying this to myself as the fight was going on, right? This is what a lot of people don't know. The fight went past 4 rounds. If the fight, let's say a headbutt happens, right? Let's say me and you boxing, Mazuma TV and whoever is watching right now, we boxing, right? We clash heads. Boom, you cut my shit wide open, right? There's a consensus that the cut was caused by a headbutt. It's shown on the replays, all that good shit. Blunt Sports, what up? And after the 4th round, I'm no longer able to continue. Like, I can't see. It's affecting my vision. It's affecting my performance. What happens is, because it went past the 4th round, it has to go to the scorecards, and as a result, a technical decision will be made on who wins the fight. So Amanda Serrano's team could have easily be like, yo, after the 5th round, yo, Amanda can't see. We're going to have to stop this fight. They can't rule it a TKO loss on Amanda Serrano because that cut was not done by a punch. It was done by a headbutt. So they would have to go to the scorecards, and considering that Amanda Serrano won a lot of them early rounds, she could have possibly won the fight. She could have possibly won the fight. And if they would have took that approach, bro, she would be 1-1 with Katie Taylor right now. That would have opened up a beautiful trilogy between the two. And Amanda Serrano would be unified champion at 140 pounds right now, 2-time undisputed. I'm not lying at all. I'm not lying at all. That's the rules. If there's a headbutt that causes a cut and the fight goes past 4 rounds, if they are no longer able to perform after the 4 rounds, it will have to go to the scorecards, bro. And they will have to judge the fight based off of the 4+ rounds that had went past. Yo, these dudes weird. You already know what type of time they on, bro. The people with the moderators with the wrenches be ready, cause you know what I mean, they coming like fucking, they like, I don't know, bro. They come in like cycles, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But did I see the official scorecards? I think one of them ruled it for Amanda, but I think like the deciding one was like 95-94. They took a point away from Katie Taylor, so they in reality they had her winning 6-4. You feel what I'm saying? Oh my God, these dudes, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But they could have easily took advantage of that situation. And you know, my dad said the same shit. He said he would have did it. In all honesty, I would have did it. If you want to be headbutting, all right, cool. That's gonna cost you the fight. I bet you moving into the trilogy, you know, if that would have went that way, if we would have got the fucking technical decision in the second fight, I bet you Katie Taylor wouldn't have, you know, let the headbutts play a factor in the third fight. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I really feel like Amanda's corner could have really took advantage of the situation, but they didn't. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm sure Amanda would have been cool with it, because did y'all see her after the fight? She looked in the camera and was like, "Oh shit!" Like she had no idea what her cut looked like until she looked at herself in the camera. I'd like to know what scorecards up, bro. Ain't no way they didn't give Amanda a majority of them early rounds. That's all I'm saying. There's no way. She was cooking in the beginning, bro. Katie started picking it up towards the later rounds. You see what I'm saying? So I really, and look, even if let's say Amanda would have lost in that technical decision, they could have easily blamed the fucking loss on, the headbutt happening, and that would have opened up another avenue for a third fight. Now that it's 2-0 and it was, ruled by the judges 2-0. Now Katie Taylor pretty much has all the bargaining power. She gets to make all the rules, and then she ultimately decides at the end of the day if she wants to take the third fight. You feel what I'm saying? You saying women won? I mean, those two women won. You feel what I'm saying? Now, is that gonna open up, yeah. I'm gonna go in there. Amanda Serrano was on Sean Porter's podcast yesterday. Oh, I gotta go check that out. But I pretty much heard everything I needed to hear from Amanda Serrano. She felt like she won. She outlanded Katie Taylor. You know what I mean? She outraged about the headbutts. That shit that we already know. So it's gonna be interesting to see how, and I heard Katie Taylor say that she would explore, a trilogy fight. But at the end of the day, let's say Amanda wins this one. She down 2-0. 2-1. She's still down. Then if she were to fight Katie again, it's 2-2. It's going to be a Marquez Pacquiao situation all over again. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I got to see how I'm sure if the money right, Katie going to take it. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like she'll make money with anybody else, as much money with anybody else in comparison to Amanda Serrano. But so Amanda Serrano, she great regardless of what she wants to do. That's a 7-division world champion right there. She done been undisputed in her own case. A beast at 126 pounds, moved up 3 weight classes and gave Katie Taylor the best at 140. Nothing but gas. She'd go back down to 126 and beat up on Sky Nicholson, little pretty ass. You feel what I'm saying? Go punch on her real quick. Body her. You know what I'm saying? And continue to rule with an iron fist until she want to call it quits. You feel what I'm saying? But Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano is a fucking match made in heaven in terms of, stylistic, matchups. So I don't give a fuck how many times they fight. They could fight 8 times. I'm going to tune in every time because I know it's going to be a banger from the beginning to the end. You feel what I'm saying? Who don't got no knockout power? Who you talking about? Amanda Serrano, she literally got the second most KOs in women's boxing history. Nigga, you crazy? You know that there's only one woman that got more knockouts in boxing history than Amanda Serrano, and that's Christy Martin. And she only leads by 1 knockout. Amanda Serrano got 31 knockouts, bro. How many women got that many stoppages? Before Katie Taylor, she just stopped. Amanda just stopped somebody. She been stopping people. You crazy. Katie Taylor don't got a huge knockout ratio, but Amanda Serrano do. She stopped shit. You feel what I'm saying? And she had Katie Taylor out in both fights at one point in time. The end of that first round looked like Katie was out on her feet. First fight, she was out on her feet. Them bells be saving Katie Taylor, bro. Them 2-minute rounds be saving her, bro. And Amanda know that. That's why she was trying to get them 3-minute rounds. But Katie Taylor team was like, nah, we ain't giving you that advantage. That shit, they not here to leave any opportunities on the table for you. We going to keep this shit, you know what I'm saying? We going to keep this shit, strictly within, women's rules. You know what I'm saying? So they smart for doing that. If I was on Katie Taylor team, I ain't giving her that benefit neither. On some real shit. You feel what I'm saying? But let's talk about Vergil Ortiz, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Layla Ali, 24 wins, 21 KOs, no losses. Okay, that sound good. She ain't accomplished what Amanda Serrano accomplished regardless of her record. I think a lot of people will be considering Layla Ali the GOAT because she attached to Muhammad Ali, who the GOAT. But in terms of accolades, accomplishments, you know what I mean? She don't come close to Amanda Serrano. You feel what I'm saying? So we ain't even about to do that. He said Katie Taylor K. That's crazy. That's a woman, bro. At the end of the day, I ain't going to be talking crazy about her like that. He said Michaela Mayer versus Serrano. Ain't Michaela at like 47 now? Nah, bro. We ain't doing that. Man, you know what I'm saying? That'd be a good fight, though. Michaela could box. She fundamentally sound. She got good combination punches, but Amanda Serrano pressure and her punching power, bro. Her activity, that shit nonstop. Michaela ain't got no power to discourage Amanda. That's gonna be a long night. You know what I'm saying? You got a crush on Mary. She all right. I can tell. I can already see. Yeah, Tom. When you say you only fuck with white bitches, yeah, I can see why Michaela your type. She all right. But let's get into, Vergil Ortiz and what Oscar De La Hoya been saying, man. It seems like Oscar De La Hoya has some plans in line for Vergil Ortiz. You feel what I'm saying? Vergil Ortiz, yeah, America definitely rumble. Yeah, she got a Philly trainer. You feel what I'm saying? So she got a little bit of Philly in her. You feel me? But Al Mitchell, by the way. Oscar De La Hoya got some shit in play for Vergil Ortiz, man. And according to Oscar De La Hoya, he says there's 3 possible opponents in line for Vergil Ortiz, and one of them happens to be the pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the world on Mazuma TV, Terrence Bud Crawford. The other option, the unified champion at 154 pounds, Sebastian the towering Inferno Fundora as the second option. And then the last option, in my honest opinion, that Oscar De La Hoya had mentioned was Jaron Ennis, the current IBF welterweight champion of the world, who's considering having to move up to 54 if he's not able to get a unification fight in play. You see what I'm saying? I made a video about that early on today, man. Please go check it out, man. I'm giving you guys some real insight on what may happen in the future. You feel what I'm saying? And I was breaking it down and saying how Boost he might be the very last option in this situation. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Because if you're thinking Oscar De La Hoya obviously is in charge of Vergil Ortiz matchmaking, and he has a high influence on who Vergil Ortiz fights next. The fighters have the ultimate say at the end of the day, but they rarely go against their promoters and their matchmakers over at their promotional companies, right? I think that's fair to say. Cool. So your homie interrupted your vid? Nah. I don't know who you talking about. But I'm going to say that Boost is the very last option. When you look at Vergil Ortiz, he's somebody who is a strong contender at 154 pounds right now. You see what I'm saying? And I'm sure that his main objective is to become a world champion in his weight division. He's no longer at 47. You know what I'm saying? He's at 154 pounds. Oh, yeah, it was my homie Jesus. Yeah. He drove past me while I was walking to the store and shit. Shout out to my boy Jesus. He a big boxing fan too. He said Vergil Rob Bohachuk. Hey, man, regardless of what happened, bro, he got the W at the end of the day. Whether it was controversial or not, I believe he's a WBC interim champ as of right now. So with that being known, his whole objective is to become a world champion. And he has 2 world champions in front of him that he may possibly face, whether it's Terrence Crawford, who I think is the most, biggest option in all honesty. And then there's Sebastian Fundora. I think that Terrence Crawford may be the most realistic option at this point in time, strictly based off of the relationship that Oscar De La Hoya and Terrence Crawford have, the relationship that they both have with Turki Al-Sheikh. You feel what I'm saying? Oscar De La Hoya has a deal in place with come on, man. Yo, these niggas in full effect, bro. But they both got a relationship with Turki Al-Sheikh. Turki Al-Sheikh don't mind cutting a check for Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is an ambassador over at Riyadh season. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like that's something that could definitely be put into play ASAP. You feel what I'm saying? However, Vergil Ortiz may be hell bent on getting the belts, and he may understand that if he beats Sebastian Fundora, let's say he were to fight Sebastian Fundora, he'll be able to grab the WBC and the WBO, and that'll automatically put him in line to face Terrence Crawford. So maybe he's looking at it like, maybe if I get rid of Fundora, that'll put me in line with Terrence Crawford, and that'd be 3 belts right there. There's a lot of ways that Vergil Ortiz could go about this, but I really feel like Terrence Crawford is the most realistic option initially. And plus, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know if Fundora and Errol Spence is still realistic in 2025. Seems like Errol Spence not really focused on boxing or anything like that. I don't know what his trainer situation is. I don't know what's going on with Earl. That shit just seems to keep getting pushed back. And just like how the Crawford rematch was. And I don't know if, Sebastian Fundora is really going to sit there and wait, or he's going to move the fuck on. You feel what I mean? But I'm going to just say this. If Earl can't get his ass back in the gym, if he can't find a trainer, he need to stop wasting everybody's time and go ahead and hang them motherfucking gloves up. As much as I don't want to see him quit or at least go out with a loss, at the same time, bro, you really are taken away from some great fights that could happen in the sport of boxing. While Terrence Crawford was sitting there waiting for that rematch, he could have easily took on another opponent and, stood active. But instead, he wasted some time because you was out here, you know what I'm saying, just bullshitting. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, Anonymous, we've been talking about Spence Fundora since the top of this year. Why the fuck is we waiting so long for a fight to come together, bro? We should not be waiting this long. It's like, Earl, you need to get your shit together, bro. If you can't find no other trainer, try to work shit back out with Derek James. Even though he got a lawsuit with you, bro, settle that shit outside of court and get your ass back in the gym with Derek James and go ahead and get yourself back on the road. If you sit here, stuck in the same place, just pivoting around this shit, bro, go ahead and just spend time with your family, bro. You made a shit ton of money in the sport of boxing. I'm sure you don't need any more big boxing checks. I'm sure your money, you being responsible with your bread and shit like that, bro. Stop wasting niggas' time and let these active niggas get an opportunity. You feel what I'm saying? Because everybody got to wait in line while you over here trying to work shit out or trying to figure shit out. Niggas ain't got time for all that. Yeah, you holding up the division, and you ain't even got to fight at 54. All these niggas out here grinding at 54, waiting for their position. Meanwhile, you trying to skip the line. It was like a nigga skip the line at the roller coaster, and he like, man, I don't know if I want to get on, man. Yo, should I get on, man? Yo, get the fuck out the way and let the niggas who actually want to get on the roller coaster get on the roller coaster. You feel me? Like you really fucking shit up right now for everybody. But let's if Errol Spence backs off the block or whatever the case is, Fundora and Vergil Ortiz, that's a great second option for Vergil in all honesty. But I really feel like Terrence Crawford and Vergil is the fight that's going to be made. You know what I'm saying? Just because Turki Al-Sheikh got a great relationship with Oscar and he got a great relationship with Terrence, I'm sure that's something that could be put together with the quickness, especially if the money is right. Jaron Ennis, on the other hand, although Jaron Ennis has a relationship with Eddie Hearn has a relationship with Turki Al-Sheikh, I just feel like Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy, the matchmakers, they're not going to weigh a Jaron Ennis fight as significant as a Bud or a Fundora fight. Because for the most part, Jaron Ennis is not a champion at 154 pounds, right? And they realized that if they were to fight Jaron Ennis next, and Jaron Ennis were to possibly beat Vergil Ortiz, which is a high likelihood in my opinion, that throws Vergil Ortiz at the back of the line for a shot of a world title. So is he going to sit there and take the opportunity against somebody who's moving up in weight and lose his chances of becoming or at least fighting for a world title in 2025, or is he going to go straight into the smoke and fight either a unified champion or the WBA champion? You feel what I'm saying? Can Bud do 90,000? I don't know. I heard Bud say that he might be able to do so. You know what I'm saying? Where he from in Nebraska. It's possible. He could probably fit 90,000 in Nebraska. He the man over there. From what I heard. He the man over there. You know what I'm saying? They say he one of the GOATs. You feel me? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Get the fuck off. Fuck wrong with him? Who ain't from Nebraska for real? Bud from Ohio? I never heard that. Oh, that wasn't Simba. That's the dog, bro. Nigga was trying to chew on my sandals. I'm gonna beat him the fuck up. I don't even play like that, bro. You feel me? But yeah, man, shout out to the 19 people that's in the building, man. Let me check these likes. Let me see where the likes is at, bro, because I already know they ain't sent my notifications out. You feel what I'm saying? So, it's been a little slow. It's been a little slow turnout. You feel me? Is that the door? Is that the door? No way. All right. Nobody fucking welcome over here at this time. Shit. Better not play with me. Yeah, let's continue the Vergil convo. So I really feel like, in all honesty, man, if we really rank in realistic situations, I feel like Bud is number one. Because like I said, they both have a good relationship with Turki Al-Sheikh. Number two, Sebastian Fundora, because he is a unified champion, and Vergil could look at that as a power move. You know what I'm saying? Because once he becomes unified at 154 pounds, he ultimately becomes the man at 154 pounds if he were to be Fundora. You feel what I'm saying? Because although we do rate Terrence Crawford as the number one 154 guy in the division, belts do matter. And Sebastian Fundora has two of them, people. You know what I'm saying? So if Vergil were to overthrow Sebastian Fundora, that's two titles. That's a WBO, that's a WBC. And then that could put him in a great position to fight Terrence Crawford for a third belt. You feel what I'm saying? And then, Jaron Ennis, I think he comes dead last, unfortunately. And it hurts for me to say that as somebody who's a big fan of Jaron Ennis. But in all honesty, I just think that's what's realistic. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like that's what's realistic. I would love to see Vergil Ortiz versus Boots too. You see what I mean? But unless they cutting a big-ass check to convince Vergil to step away from these world title shots, I don't really think that shit going to happen, man. Because he might get the same amount of money for Bud, if not more. He might get the same amount of money for Sebastian Fundora, if not more. So we really got to think about this, man. Like, I don't really see that fight happening in February. I could give a fuck what Eddie Hearn say. You know what I'm saying? I could care what a lot of these fans say. If Oscar De La Hoya said that Vergil got three options, really think about the options. Put yourself in Vergil Ortiz's shoes. Are you going to fight, are you going to choose, two out of the three champions in the division that could really elevate your career? Or you going to fight a dude who's moving up to 154 who don't got no belts and could possibly throw you off of your path to a world title? Which one you going to do? Okay. Anonymous said, I see Vergil and Fundora as the most likely. It's the easiest route with the biggest prize, and the WBO might force Fundora to fight because it's been a while since he won that belt. Well, the WBO might force Fundora. It's going to be in Terrence Crawford direction, right? the WBO forces Fundora to fight is going to be to fight Terrence Crawford. They're not going to force him to fight Vergil. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like Terrence Crawford and Vergil is the easiest route. Just because Turkey Al-Sheikh was saying that shit. I remember he had Oscar De La Hoya in front of him. He said, we're going to make Vergil versus Bud. And De La Hoya was like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it. You see what I'm saying? Didn't Bud give them the okay to Earl, though? He might have gave it to Earl, but I don't know if that same okay applies to, Vergil. You see what I'm saying? Now, who fucking knows what the PBC got set in play, bro? Who fucking knows, bro? The PBC be on their own time, bro. They just be having their fighters sitting around. Who fucking knows what they got set in place next, bro? Yeah, let's fucking do it. Yeah, that nigga De La Hoya was high as shit on that stage with Turkey. Yeah. How that nigga find coke in Saudi Arabia? I thought that shit was banned over there. I thought you couldn't play like that over there. That nigga Oscar gonna find some coke. That's one thing. Oscar gonna find coke no matter where he at. That nigga be in Antarctica. He gonna find that motherfucker, bro. You gonna sniff that shit right off the ice. You feel what I'm saying? Who is Zaki? Who the fuck is that? I'm sub to the channel. Respect what you do, but do you think you are too pro Devin Haney? Why would you assume that, Zaki? Why would you assume that I'm pro Devin Haney? Because I defended him when he went up against a drug cheat? Is it because I want to see Gervonta Davis fight? Devin Haney. What is it? What is it? Why do you make me? Why do I have to be pro Devin Haney to want to see him get justice against a drug cheat? I don't understand why. And I could tell you've been sub to the channel, but you definitely don't listen to the channel all like that, because I've been very adamant in terms of saying I'm not the biggest Devin Haney fan. But like I say, right is right and wrong is wrong. And I respect how the way Devin Haney move in the boxing world. He takes on big challenges. And yeah, this conversation wasn't even about Devin Haney. So if anybody's pro Devin Haney, it might be you, my brother, because he wasn't even a topic of discussion. Sound like you got him on your mind more than I do. But yeah, man. So that's why I think Jaron Ennis is last on Vergil's list, unfortunately. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Jaron Ennis comes up with, man, because 147 looking a little bit shaky right now. Mario Barrio is gonna go right back to that motherfucking protective custody because Abel Ramos almost became the new. You feel what I'm saying? He almost got stopped in there and all that good shit. You feel what I mean? So it's gonna be real interesting to see. Who's going to be actually willing to step up to the table, bro? Brian Norman about to fight Derek Cuevas, from what I understand. He about to run it with him. Brian Norman Sr. been running his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Acting like he got some type of blueprint on how to beat Boots whole time. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want to look in that dude direction in reality. Where the fuck is Stanionis at? Anybody got any updates on Stanionis and what he doing? Is he in the gym? Do he got a fight date? What the fuck is going on with Stanionis where he can't get his ass off the couch? This nigga done disappeared like Keith Thurman. Where the fuck is Stanionis at? Why he not defending his WBA title? They done made him the full status champion of the WBA, and he been quiet as hell ever since then. You ain't making no money sitting on the couch. Why you ain't taking a payday to fight Jaron Ennis? Boots, you got to give these niggas no room to breathe. If they acting like Philadelphia is the reason why they don't want to fight you, bro, take your ass over to Las Vegas or something, bro. Just do it. Put it on neutral grounds. Give these niggas no room to breathe. Brian Norman and his pussy ass dad was talking about how they would have taken the same money if it were in Las Vegas. Okay, I'm from Philly. Fuck the Wells Fargo. Take that shit over to the T-Mobile Arena. Take that shit out to the MGM Grand, wherever the fuck you got to go in Vegas and make that fight happen and take that motherfucking belt off of Brian Norman. Like, where the fuck, like these dudes, bro, you can't give them no room to breathe. They already pussyfooting around. These motherfuckers don't want no trouble. These niggas just want to stay in the crib all day. They don't want to see Boots outside. These niggas is not coming off of the porch. All right, we know that. So now we gotta put pressure on these motherfuckers. We gonna have to light that motherfucking porch on fire, so they ain't got no choice but to come the fuck out and avoid the flames. You feel what I'm saying? So Boots really gotta come out here, and he gonna have to leave Philly alone for a little bit, bro. As much as I love to see Boots over here, he brought Bam over here. He had an action-packed card, Khalil Cole, Zaquin Moses. He done brought Jalil Hackett on the last card, bro. Like, I love what he doing for Philly. He said, I don't think Stan Jonas is what Boots want. Why not? He sent offers to all of them. Where were you, Tay? He sent offers to all of them. He sent offers to all the champions. And none of them responded. The only one that was running his mouth was Norman, but he ain't want to smoke. He should have stood quiet with the rest of them. Stan Jonas, he don't want nothing to do with Boots, bro. He tried to maneuver around Boots the one time when he fought Keith Thurman. He was talking about he said that, bro, that shit done really got a whole track record, bro. But correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. This nigga said that he needed a tune-up or something of that nature, and that he ended up trying to fight Keith Thurman at the end of last year. That fucking fight fell through. Completely scrapped. Stan Jonas was left with nothing. Keith Thurman tried to fight Tim Tszyu. He tore his bicep. He been gone ever since then. So to say Stanley, I don't think Stanley is what Boots want. You out your mind, Tay. You gotta do your Googles, man. If he's sending offers, that's exactly what he wanted. If a nigga come up to you and two of your friends and be like, yo, either one of y'all niggas step out and see me in the parking lot, that mean he cool with fighting neither one of y'all, regardless of who it is. Let me see. He said, I'm sure being a boxing connoisseur like yourself, you didn't respect Devin Haney giving up the belt, declining the $2.5 million purse bid to fight Sandor Martin. Is that exactly what happened? Is that exactly what happened? Did he give up the belt? Let's look this up. Because I swear the WBC named Devin Haney champion in recess. So he wasn't obligated to face anybody. But regardless, this nigga's they try to rush him right into a purse bid with fucking Sandor Martin right after a fight with Ryan Garcia where he just found out he got cheated. But regardless, like I said, we not talking about Devin Haney. We could talk about that shit at a totally different time, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's not really this not the conversation that we having. I don't understand why you so hell-bent on talking about Haney. You feel what I mean? When Devin Haney becomes a topic of discussion, then we could speak about it. But right now, we speaking about Jaron, Ennis, Vergil Ortiz, and right now we about to get into the Sepeda and Shakur. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. You feel what I'm saying? Let's talk about the end off this live, man. Because we're gonna get into some open boxing topics, then we're gonna wrap it up. But Sepeda versus Shakur. Now, this is something that I wanted to speak about because obviously Shakur was sitting back and watching William Zepeda this weekend. He went up against Philly native Tevin, the American Dream farmer, or the American Idol, whatever the fuck he was calling himself. He went in there with William Zepeda. He came off of a controversial fight against Raymond Mortataya. You feel what I'm saying? And it was a close, controversial fight. You know what I mean? A lot of people felt like, Tevin Farmer got robbed against Mortataya. There's people that felt like Tevin beat Mortataya. He outpointed not Mortataya. He exposed Mortataya. I seen all of these topics. I seen all of these headlines, in the boxing media. You feel what I'm saying? Since then, William Zepeda has been, loading up the ammo, getting ready for Shakur Stevenson. Him and his team know that Shakur Stevenson is a serious fight. So I really felt like they chose Tevin Farmer to really prep and prepare for Shakur Stevenson. I think they have that much level of respect for Shakur Stevenson where they choose somebody in similar, who has a similar style to Shakur. He's not exactly like Shakur. I do think that Shakur is, a lot better than Tevin Farmer in my personal opinion, but they do have some similarities. Slick, athletic southpaws. You feel what I'm saying? So I felt like he chose Tevin Farmer, not because, Tevin Farmer deserved the opportunity or he felt like, he was worthy of an opportunity, but I think he used Tevin Farmer as a measuring stick for his chances going up against Shakur Stevenson. And, Tevin Farmer prepped his ass off for this fight. He knew that he was at a crossroads in his career, and he knew that if he were to lose to William Zepeda, that this might be his last opportunity, heading towards a world title. William Zepeda is, arguably the top contender at 135 pounds. Tevin Farmer went up to the Poconos. For those of y'all who don't know what the Poconos is, these are the mountains, probably like a good 2 hours away from Philadelphia, depending on where he was. And he prepped his ass off, bro. Muhammad Ali used to train up in the Poconos and all that shit. Yo, what is you doing, bro? God damn. He trained his ass off. He brought some good trainers over there. He got some great work. Man, he trained like this was, his Rocky moment. You feel what I'm saying? And, Tevin Farmer gave Zepeda some gas, bro. He gave him a tough fight. He gave Zepeda everything he was looking for. And this is the most vulnerable I've ever seen William Zepeda throughout the course of his career. Look, Thomas Wright said Tevin won. You know what I'm saying? I think it was – I wouldn't necessarily say it was a robbery. I do think it was close because, William Zepeda looked like I feel like where Tevin fucked up at was, he went away from, fighting his fight and was trying to fight like on the inside. You feel what I'm saying? Was fighting on the inside and was allowing Zepeda to be himself. When you're fighting William Zepeda, you should never allow Zepeda to be himself. You should never let him be that high-value guy who's able to have multiple opportunities offensively to get off on you. I felt like Tevin Farmer was, I don't know if he was fatigued. I don't know exactly what the case was, but he ultimately started the fight, Zepeda's fight, and I think that's what really caused him to fight, in my honest opinion. You feel what I'm saying? But William Zepeda touched that motherfucking earth, cuz. He touched that earth. It was a beautiful Zepeda threw a lazy jab. He didn't punch in combinations. He threw a single shot. Tevin Farmer rolls the jab, comes back with his left hand, catches Zepeda right on the chin. It was a beautiful shot. He caught him right at the end of the shot. It was nasty. Zepeda hits the canvas, and he looked totally surprised. Like, what the fuck I'm doing here? Like, he looked like he was so surprised at what happened. And it was a sneaky left hand. I ain't gonna lie to you. And Zepeda, I guess he was able to weather the storm, whatever the case is. But one thing we cannot deny is that Zepeda looked vulnerable. Look, Anonymous says he thought Tev edged it personally. Tank would treat Zepeda like Leo Santa Cruz. Hey, man, I think anybody with that type of come forward style that gives Tank the opportunity to counter and, land that bomb on, I think they all liable to go out like Leo Santa Cruz. And for real, that's the type of style that Tank like to be in front of anyway. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, we're not talking about Tank. So I'm putting the question marks on Zepeda versus Shakur because at this point in time, I think we can all agree that, Tevin is not on the level of a Shakur Stevenson. If you having trouble with the style of Tevin Farmer, if you're struggling with a defensive specialist like Tevin Farmer, if you're struggling with an athletic, slick boxer like Tevin Farmer, I really feel like Shakur Stevenson is superior to Tevin Farmer athletically. I think he's a better defensive fighter than him. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like Shakur is a few notches above Tevin Farmer. So if you're struggling with somebody who's obviously, at the low end of his career, he has some great performances, but let's not act like, Tevin Farmer has the same momentum that he did early on in his career when he was on the zone defending his IBF super featherweight title. You feel what I'm saying? So, this is a laxed version of Tevin Farmer. Now you about to go in there with a 3-division undefeated world champion and Shakur Stevenson, who has, all the tools that Tevin has and then some. You feel what I'm saying? It's Zepeda, it's Golden Boy Promotions, because they've been ducking the fade with Shakur for a little while now. You feel what I'm saying? They've been ducking the smoke from Shakur for a little while now. Are they going to look at this as a warning sign to not face Shakur Stevenson and go face another competitor? Are they going to dodge the smoke with Shakur Stevenson in February? This is something that I do need to know, because at this point in time, I'm not confident that Zepeda or his team is confident in their abilities going into the Shakur Stevenson fight. And I think they're going to find a way up out of it, just like they did later on this year. You feel what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson's first option, he wanted to go straight into the Sepeda fight. Sepeda was talking about how he was going to have a kid and all types of shit. You feel what I'm saying? And he wasn't going to be available. Meanwhile, Shakur Stevenson, he picked somebody else. I forgot the dude's name. I'm sorry. He was from 130. He was moving up to 135. And hold on. Wait, what'd he say? Tev got more heart than Shakur. I mean, I feel like Shakur is a lot more intelligent than Tevin Farmer. I think he's more disciplined than Tevin Farmer. And ring IQ, all of that. I think Shakur Stevenson, regardless of what your opinion is, Shakur ain't got no heart. I do think that Shakur Stevenson is the better fighter. Shakur putting hands on Tank, F. Zepeda. Well, we can't say F. Zepeda because that might be Shakur's next fight. You feel what I'm saying? Dangerous Desire Bully said Tevin took some good-ass shots. Shakur ain't going to sit there and take no shots like that. Shakur going to be on the back foot. T.O. is a dog. Well, Bullies, just based off of this, just off of this point that you just made right here, doesn't that make that a more difficult fight for Zepeda? That he's not going to take the same chances as Tevin Farmer. He's not going to sit there and allow, Shakur don't like to get hit. He's a defensive specialist. He don't get touched. He be making motherfuckers look bad, bro. He be making niggas look like they shadow boxing. And he struggled with Tevin Farmer, who I feel is not on the same caliber defensively as Shakur Stevenson. So if you're struggling with somebody with the defensive abilities of Tevin Farmer, I can only imagine what he going to go through with Shakur Stevenson. You feel what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson's on a whole different level, in my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? So you saying how, Shakur ain't going to sit there and take no shots like that. He shouldn't. He shouldn't. That was a mistake that Tevin Farmer made, and I feel like that's why he lost the fight, because he sat there and he took some shots that he didn't need to take. He did not need to take those shots. He should have stood there, kept boxing, kept being slick, and keep making them miss and keep making them pay. You feel what I'm saying? But just based off of that point that you made right there, Dangerous Desire Bullies, just based off of that point that you made right there, doesn't that go to show that Shakur Stevenson is a more difficult fight than Tevin Farmer? That ring was small. Okay, so what? Don't matter what, bro, it don't matter. Don't matter. If the ring was small, if the ring was big, whatever the case may be. Nah. Look, man. Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all crazy. He said you can't box everyone. Sometimes you have to fight. Okay. Well, Shakur Stevenson hasn't been put in that situation yet. You want to know how I know? Because he's been boxing everybody and he's undefeated. He didn't have to fight anybody. I don't think he needs to fight William Zepeda. I think he will outbox William Zepeda. You feel what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I don't think Zepeda has it in him to force Shakur Stevenson to fight. I think Shakur Stevenson, this fucking dog, bro. I think Shakur Stevenson neutralizes William Zepeda's offense and outboxes him. Yeah, bro, after this Tevin Farmer fight, I know Shakur Stevenson beat Zepeda easy. Zepeda shows so many holes in his game, bro. He's one-dimensional. He's not capable of making adjustments. Tevin Farmer did him the favor by sitting in the pocket with him and trying to go blow for blow with him. Y'all over here giving Tevin props for taking a good shot. That's frowned upon in the real sport of boxing. You see what I'm saying? That's frowned upon. What I was taught in the gyms that I came up in was the best chins are the ones that don't get hit. Nowadays, niggas want to get props for being able to take a shot. That's taking shots is not cool. Taking damage is not cool. Okay. Agent 007, shout out to Agent 007. He said people doubt Shakur because of his last 2 performances, and I think he won't have a chance to beat Sepeda. That's cool. They entitled to that opinion, but at the end of the day, he won his last 2 fights. Now, if he lost his last 2 fights, if he lost to Edwin De Los Santos and Artem, then it's like, oh, all right, I see why you're thinking that. But, he outpointed them guys. He outboxed them guys without getting touched. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like he could do the same against Sepeda. People don't like his style and they just automatically assume that he fooled for other people. Okay, when he outboxed William Sepeda, do not touch this man. I want to see what people got to say because y'all propping up, y'all bigging up Sepeda real crazy right now. This man done touched the earth. He's getting cooked by Tevin Farmer throughout the fight. And y'all bigging him up. Okay. But Tevin Farmer put this nigga on a grill, you know what I'm saying, and get the cooking on him, possibly punch on Sepeda. Let me see what the people got to say. Yeah, Tevin never been a big puncher. Never. With as good as Shakur's mobility is, I don't think he ever has to sit there and fight Sepeda. I think if he fights a smart game plan where he's just outboxing him, you know what I'm saying, not allowing Sepeda to plant his feet and punch. I think if he's able to use his mobility throughout the course of 12 rounds and stay up off of the ropes and everything like that, I don't think he needs to sit there and fight Sepeda. I think you're totally wrong, bullies. I don't think he needs to fight Sepeda at all. I think that if he boxes how he usually boxes, he don't have to sit there and prove himself to nobody. Like I said, if Tevin would have stuck to a disciplined game plan and had the gas tank to actually move around in boxing for 12 rounds, he might have possibly beat him. But because Tevin Farmer decided to sit in the pocket with him and sit there and trade with him offensively, he came up short. He gave that to him. So if Shakur sees that and he be like, yo, the reason why Shakur gonna sit there and be like, yo, the reason why Tevin came up short is because he was fighting Sepeda fight. Why the fuck would he go in that ring? Why the fuck would he go in the ring and fight Sepeda fight? Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm sure Shakur Stevenson is intelligent enough to learn from other people's mistakes. You see what I'm saying? But I feel like the fight is in question right now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I feel like the fight is in question. I feel like Sepeda and his team shook. I feel like they dodged the bullet from that Tevin Farmer situation. And I know that him and his team knows that Tevin is not on the level of Shakur Stevenson. Whatever you went through against Tevin Farmer, you're going to go through that times 10 fucking with Shakur Stevenson. Are you really about to roll the dice to take this opportunity right now? I don't know. You got a 70-30 Shakur. That's fair. We're going to give Sepeda some respect. I mean, we're gonna give Sepeda respect. He dangerous. He dangerous. Maybe he pulled something out of the hat that we didn't see before. Maybe. But based off what I saw with Tevin, that shit ain't enough. Shakur ain't got the power to keep Sepeda up off him. Okay, but Tevin Farmer dropped his ass. And Tevin Farmer, he ain't no big punching ass nigga. He was never a big puncher. Never. Show me some I only know like one highlight real KO Tevin got, and that shit was at a local fight in Philly against a nigga with a losing record. I never seen this nigga sleep. No elite level guys. But okay. Tevin Farmer got the power to put Sepeda on his hands and knees, pause, but Shakur Stevenson don't. All right. We're gonna see. Do I think Sepeda could beat him? Sepeda gonna have to fight the best fight of his life to beat Shakur Stevenson. He gonna have to push Shakur Stevenson, like Dangerous Desire Bully said. He's gonna have to beat him. He's gonna have to make Shakur Stevenson fight. Does he have the abilities necessary to cut the ring off? Push Shakur in a compromising situation where he can no longer box and make him go toe to toe with Sepeda. We're gonna have to see. I think that's easier said than done, though. I don't know if his feet quick enough to catch up with Shakur's. I don't know. I don't know if he has the offensive creativity to land some big shots on Shakur. It's going to be really hard to catch Shakur clean. One Eye Willie made Sepeda get down. That's One Eye Willie. That's fucking hilarious. Why y'all be doing Tev? Like, I be seeing y'all talk crazy about Tev. I was watching somebody prediction video on Tev and Sepeda. He was like, man, like, Sepeda, farmer, all right, man. I just don't trust niggas with them eyes. I'm like, wow. Y'all niggas just be saying anything. Y'all be talking crazy on here. Yeah, one-dimensional fighter is not going to beat Shakur. I agree, Teach. I agree. So, yeah, Coffee Plane, that's what we're going to do, man. Let's get into some open boxing topics. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get into some open boxing topics, man. We spoke about everything today. We talked about, Andre Ward and Beterbiev wanting the Jake Paul smoke. We spoke about Vergil Ortiz list and who he may possibly fight next. We spoke about William Sepeda and Shakur Stevenson, in my opinion, being in question. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get into the open boxing topics. Ryan, exhibition. I don't know too much about that, man. He was alluding to something, but, Ryan Garcia got a history of lying about fights being made. You feel what I'm saying? So we'll see. If he do an exhibition, that's cool. I won't really be tuned into it because it's not going to be significant to the sport of boxing. I ain't going to lie to y'all. You feel what I mean? It's an exhibition, so it doesn't count. It doesn't count as a sanctioned boxing match, so he can do as many as he wants despite him being banned. He's banned from competing professionally. He's not banned from exhibitions. You feel what I'm saying? You said no, Mark. All right, so who he fighting then? Who is Ryan fighting then? Regardless, it's an exhibition. I'm not a fan of watching active pro fighters do exhibitions. I don't even watch Floyd's exhibitions. Why the fuck would I watch Ryan Garcia's? He's fighting some Japanese dude. Okay. If y'all know who the fuck he is, then why should I care? Don't nobody know the dude's name. They talking about Japanese bull. Why the fuck would I care to watch Ryan Garcia fight if he fighting a Japanese bull? Okay, so he taking the page out of Floyd book, fighting a kickboxer in Japan. That's good to know. Definitely ain't tuned into that. I'm sure I'll run into like the clips on social media when he fight, but I really wouldn't care to watch the dude fight no exhibitions, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know the dude's name. Y'all saying, oh, he fighting a Japanese bull. So he's nobody important to us. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't really care to talk about no exhibitions with Ryan, bro. That's dumb. It's pointless. You feel me? Shit is definitely pointless. He fighting some Japanese dude who did an exhibition with Pacquiao. Yeah, let's actually talk about this. The Benavidez Morale card in February. Let me actually pull that up for the people that don't know the undercard that's going on. You feel what I'm saying? David Benavidez. Because this is actually not a bad card in all honesty. Let me see. They said trash talk expected at press conference on Tuesday. Wait, they having a press conference tomorrow? Hold on. They press conference tomorrow? Oh, we got some shit that we going to talk about. Morale like to run his mouth. Morale an underrated trash talker for real. Let me see. Morale. Benavidez will meet on Tuesday at the Novo at LA Live at 1 p.m. Pacific time. So that's what, 4 o'clock over here? Is that this Tuesday? They not being clear. But regardless, yeah, they definitely gonna be talking shit because Morale like to run his mouth. That's actually kind of lit. But let me pull up this undercard. So this is the undercard that's right here, ladies and gentlemen. So according to David Benavidez, let me share this on the screen for y'all to see. This is actually a pretty good card. Well, it's solid. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no turkey out of the chic shit, but it's pretty good. David Benavidez versus David Morale as the main event, obviously. Brandon Figueroa versus Stephen Fulton 2 with Pitbull versus Fierro. Jesus Ramos Jr. versus Jason Rosario. I see one body bag on this fight card, man. I don't know why the hell they lined up Jason Rosario with Jesus Ramos. I have no fucking clue. I think that's a body, in all honesty. Hopefully that's not literal. Hopefully that doesn't happen literally, but I do think that Jesus is gonna destroy Jason Rosario. I just think that's what's gonna happen. Pitbull versus Fierro. I watched Fierro fight before, but not enough to really speak too crazy about him. But Pitbull has made his return, and I think this is gonna be at 140 pounds. And Pitbull, I guess he didn't follow through with his rematch clause with Rayo. They probably told his ass to sit down. You know what I'm saying? Because Rayo going to outbox you. You know, and you ain't got the tools to, adapt. You feel what I'm saying? So Pitbull was probably going in a different direction. And, Brandon Figueroa and Stephen Fulton in the rematch. Fulton came out successful in the first bout. It was a hell of a fight. It was a good back and forth fight. Brandon Figueroa doing his thing, walking Fulton down, hurt him several times throughout the fight. Fulton was showing dog. It was sitting in the pocket with Figueroa and laying some good combinations. He walked away. He walked away victorious, Fulton, but Figueroa had his doubts about it. He felt like he won the fight, so now this is his opportunity to get some revenge. You feel what I'm saying? So, and this is at a higher weight class. Now this is at the 126-pound division. I think that works out in Figueroa's favor more, in all honesty, because he is the significantly bigger guy. He doesn't have to cut that much more weight. But Stephen Fulton, he had a tough fight against Castro in his last bout. Hit the canvas and everything. He was in there with a tough big dude. Now he's in there with another big dude. So we'll see how Fulton, does in this bout right here and exactly what approach he's going to take, because now he's with Bozy Ennis. Bozy, the number one trainer in Philadelphia, in my opinion. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing it. And, the more chemistry he builds with Bozy, I think the sharper he will be. And it's a good job. And David Benavidez versus David Morrell. Y'all already know who I'm rocking with. You feel what I'm saying? Benavidez is one of my favorite fighters, but I ain't going to sit here and lie to y'all, bro. David Morrell puts fear in my heart as a David Benavidez fan. I ain't going to lie to you, bro. I ain't going to sit here and act like, oh, shit, hold up. What happened? I ain't going to sit here and act like, you know what I'm saying, Morrell ain't a fucking threat. You feel what I'm saying? David Morrell, a big punching motherfucker, aggressive dude. He like to let his hands go. A bit green in the professionals, in my opinion. I'd still look at him as if he's a baby, but at the same time, I've been proven wrong. I've been thinking I've thought that dudes was green in the past, and they came and changed my mind. You feel what I mean? Proved me wrong. So I'm not going to sit here and underestimate David Morrell despite his inexperience in the pros. I do think that David Benavidez is more, experienced at a pro level. I do think that he's more battle tested, in my opinion. I don't feel like Morrell was tested at all until his last bout against Hot Rod. You feel what I'm saying? And that was a competitive joint. Now they're both going to be fighting at 175 pounds. It's going to be interesting to see, who's going to acclimate to the division better. Is it going to be David Benavidez? Is it going to be David Morrell? Whose power is going to translate better to the 175 division? How is Morrell going to deal with the hand speed and the jab of David Benavidez, the relentlessness, the high volume? How is David Benavidez going to adjust defensively? Is he going to be who's going to be on the back foot? This shit is going to be very interesting, because regardless of what happens, somebody's going to be doing something that they're not typically accustomed to doing in terms of being on the back foot. Morrell like to step forward. Benavidez like to step forward. Obviously, niggas not going to be sitting in the middle of the ring and playing rock'em sock'em. They're going to be smart, smooth, and calculated. Who's going to be on the back foot? Who's going to be the aggressor? Morrell like to get dudes against the ropes. Benavidez like to get dudes against the ropes and rip combinations. Who's going to be the one against the ropes? You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is going to be very fucking interesting, man. Somebody's going to have to pull out a new wrinkle in their game, and I'm looking forward to seeing who does it. I got David Benavidez, man. I'm rocking with Bandera Roja all day, every fucking day. You feel what I'm saying? I'm rocking with my boy. But if Benavidez, if Benavidez act up, bro, or he get out of line, or he don't got no type of respect for Morrell, we might be having a little tough conversation on the Mazuma TV. You feel what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I rock with Benavidez heavy. So if he come up short, I'm gonna be a little upset about it, man. You know what I'm saying? But Morrell is definitely a threat. I'm looking forward to seeing the fight. And this is good. This fight, both ways, is gonna show a lot about, each guy's character. Morrell is just more skilled. I mean, look, y'all keep. What makes you say that, Teach? What makes you say that? I want to know. What makes David Morrell so skilled? Is it because he's Cuban? Because he don't fight like the typical Cuban, in my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? I don't watch David Morrell box, and I'll be like, damn, like he's showing shades of Lara. He's showing shades of fucking, Guillermo Rigondeaux. Like that's what I think of when I think about the Cuban school of boxing. Morrell don't remind me of neither one of them dudes. He's athletic, he's powerful, he's explosive, he's aggressive, all that shit. But what, like, besides that, because when I watch Morrell fight, I literally see him, I don't see. Am I tripping? Do I need do he really got this Cuban style that I'm not aware of? I watch him shadow box. I see he got good rhythm, and he, I don't know, bro. And the eye test, man, we don't go off the eye test over here, man. You sound like that dude KO86 talking about how Abdullah would beat Shakur, and I asked him how would he beat Shakur, and he said, "Oh, the eye test." Like, bro, that's not enough. We won't use that as an answer over here. That's like niggas who get like these, they doing their math test and they got this problem that they need to solve this math problem and they need to show their work and they just putting the answer and not showing their work. Nah, niggas need to show their work. You need to give a detailed reason as to why you believe Morrell is more skilled than David Benavidez. Yeah, like I don't see the Cuban style in Morrell, bro. I really don't. I don't know how he was in his amateur days. I don't really watch much amateur tapes, but like I be hearing, oh, he come from the Cuban school of boxing. Okay, that's true. I mean, he did come from Cuba, but like, I don't see that Cuban style that I've seen traditionally with like Luis Ortiz. Like I said, Guillermo Rigondeaux, Erislandy Lara, the biggest examples. I don't really see that in him. Yeah, Benavidez, he's skilled, bro. He has skills, bro. Volsdick, he showed some great skills. I agree with Anonymous. I think, like, I don't think you. Let me see. Can we talk about it when the fight gets close? Absolutely. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to talk about this shit we're going to talk about this shit all the way till February 1st. You know what I mean? Especially after this press conference tomorrow. We definitely going to be talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Agent, I don't think Abdullah beat Shakur right now either, but I mean, that was just something that the dude said. And then when I asked him why, he was like, oh, just, the eye test. Like, that's what we going off of? Because a nigga is appealing to you? That's all you need to suggest he beats a world caliber fighter. The press is tomorrow. All right, good. We got something to talk about then. You know what I mean? Because they definitely going to be talking shit. Morrell going to be like, you easy work, my nigga. Like he told Edgar Berlanga, you easy work, my nigga. You gonna be talking crazy. And Benavidez, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. What he told, but he said, Caleb, he told Caleb, I'm about to beat the fuck out of you. They'll be talking crazy. Benavidez' defense is underrated for real, bro. You don't really see that man get hit like that. Good high guard. I seen him slip shots. I seen him pull. I seen him do a lot of shit, bro. And as he gets, and what I'm noticing is when I watch his camps, as he continues fighting, he continues to develop his craft defensively. Like I be seeing him shadow boxing. He rolling underneath, and like he's prioritizing his defensive situations, bro. Benavidez is a true student. He's getting better year by year, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He's a lot better fighter than when he first became WBC champion. You know what I mean? In his early 20s, you feel me? He a true student, bro, and he looks to learn from everybody. That's what makes Benavidez different than a lot of these dudes. Because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of these dudes, they would have got real comfortable if they was in Benavidez's position. Benavidez never got satisfied. He just kept training his ass off, bro. He legacy driven too, so that's what I respect about him the most. Yeah, his determination. Yeah, he got a lot of dog in him. That's what I'm saying. Like somebody gonna have to set some of their regular routine aside. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna have to take the back foot. Somebody gonna have to, pull out a different tool in their toolbox. There's somebody who gonna have to use their ring intelligence instead of their heart. This gonna be a really telling fight, bro. But I really feel like if Benavidez smoked Morrell, let's just say that. Let's say he just beat the shit out of Morrell, right? Benavidez ain't gonna get no credit for that. After they done talked all this shit about how good Morrell is, they're like, oh, you fought him, man. Man, you fought him too early. That fight needed to marinate. They gonna talk crazy to Benavidez. Watch. You feel what I'm saying? Benavidez is top 10 pound for pound. I don't think he made my list. Did he? I think he did. Did Morrell make my list? Hold on, y'all. Get out of here. Motherfucker. Stop playing with me, bro. Morrell is boots of 168. That's how I see him. Nah. I see what you're saying, I guess, from the aggressive come forward, letting hands go standpoint. But nah, they different, bro. I think Boots more athletic. I think he more, whenever he feel like it, I feel like he more elusive. I'm going to still stick by. I think Boots got brilliant defense. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to still stick by that. You know what I'm saying? But they a little bit different. You know what I mean? They got some similarities. They different, though. I said I got Benavidez coffee. You did you listen to me? Yeah, the Kyron Davis. I guess that went aged pretty well because Kyron making a name for himself. I mean, he beat Elijah Garcia. You know what I'm saying? He might be in line for a title shot at any time now. Boo Boo, I give him a lot of credit for Boo Boo, one of the most heavily avoided fighters. 2-division world champion, was undefeated. Caleb Plant, I give him credit for that. He only lost to Canelo. I mean, former world champion. Ronald Ellis, he like a world-class, sparring partner and shit like that. You know what I mean? Anthony Durrell, former world champion. Vosdick, former world champion. He do deserve a title shot. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just beating Elijah Garcia, because Elijah Garcia was on a roll, bro. He was on a roll. You feel what I'm saying? So, and he was in line for a title shot. They was moving him real fast, bro. So, if he was able to stop Elijah in his tracks, he should get a world title shot. I feel like Kyron and, this fucking dude, what's his name? The fuck is his name? Middleweight champion, WBC. Adames. I feel like him and Adames be a good fight. The Jay Leon Love fight got me crying to this day. I ain't gonna lie, that was a warm-up fight for Benavidez, bro. They knew that was a body, bro. There's no fucking way. When I found out Benavidez was fighting Jay Leon, I was like, what? Why? Like, why y'all do that? I knew Benavidez was gonna stop him early. I didn't think it was gonna go like that. But I knew he was gonna stop him. I thought he was gonna get him out the way quick. They said Hamza pulled out, bro. They said he pulled. No, my fault. They said Hamza pulled out of he pulled out of a purse bid with somebody else. But yeah, he might fight Adames. Yeah, so that's probably why he pulled. Was it out of the Jonabek, John? Did he pull out of the Jonabek purse bid or some shit like that? Yeah, Floyd was trying to act cool after Jay Leon got stopped. Lemieux been washed though, so I knew Benavidez was gonna do Lemieux dirty. Like I remember Lemieux had this crazy ass reputation. They was acting like he had a chance with Triple G. Yeah, the Jonabek purse bid. He pulled out of the Jonabek purse bid because he about to fight Adames. It's a good draw. You know, Adames is a lot less dangerous than that's kind of smart on Hamza's part. You know what I'm saying? Because Adames, yeah, Adames not as dangerous as John Beck in my opinion. I think John Beck will wash Adames. So he might as well try to fight Adames, try to take that belt. I think he gonna spank Adames based off of what I saw. And then he could come back into that fight with, you know, John Beck with some jewelry on the table. So they're gonna have to come with a better bag. You feel me? So that might be a smart business move. You feel me? That's a smart business move. I see what they doing. I definitely see what they doing. I never rated Adames that good, bro. I never. When I seen what Patrick, and this was all the way back when he fought Teixeira, bro. I was like, yeah, Adames is not really like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then like he beat up on J Rock and shit, and you know all that. But it was like J Rock ain't J Rock. He not that no more neither, bro. No disrespect. You feel what I'm saying? But after that Rosario fight, J Rock ain't been the same. John Beck dangerous though. You feel what I mean? So if Hamza feel like Adama is an easier lick, then fuck it. Go take care of that, grab that belt. Then you can spin the block on, you know what I mean, on John Beck. But John Beck need to make sure he making the weight. J-Rock wasn't even good to begin with. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. He was solid, bro. He came up to 154. He was doing this thing. You know, he lost to Jamal, but Jamal was a top 54 guy in the world. He wasn't nobody to play with at 54. He never lost at 54. J-Rock came back. You know, Jarrett Hurd was the number one guy, bro. He was the unified champion of the division. It was him and Jamel. And a lot of people, you know, Jarrett Hurd slept on, you know, J-Rock. You know what I mean? Was in his hometown or at least near his hometown, and everybody was doubting J-Rock all crazy. I had one of my fighters, you know, helping, you know, J-Rock get ready for her, and I was hearing that J-Rock was looking super sharp, bro. So I was like, yo, I wouldn't be surprised if J-Rock pulled off the upset because I always didn't think much of Jarrett Hurd. Like, he put a lot of pressure, but I noticed he took a lot of punishment. I'm like, yo, he get in there with a skilled technician, bro, that know how to box and put their punches together and turn him. I said, they'll expose Jarrett Hurd. You feel what I'm saying? I was surprised Landy Lara didn't do that for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? But J-Rock did it, bro. That was one of the best performances. That was one of the most clutch performances I've seen, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. J-Rock was in another mode against Jarrett Hurd. I love that performance, bro. Charlo would have knocked him out clean. That's a fact. Jamel would have put Jarrett Hurd in a fucking body bag, bro. The way Jamel be punching, there's no fucking way. You know, there's no fucking way that Hurd would have took one of Jamel punches, bro. If Lara was sitting down on his fucking punches against Hurd, he probably would have stopped him too. Because now all of a sudden, this nigga Lara a sniper. He done forgot how to use his legs. He just been sitting down on shit, stopping niggas. Lara versus Hamza. I don't know if Lara gonna be taking them type of fights in his career. On some real shit, I don't really see Lara boxing that much longer. He probably gonna get one more good payday and probably hang that shit up. Chiron versus Lara, that's a good fight. I like that fight. Shiraz almost got knocked out versus Ammo. I like that Ammo was able to bounce back. Yeah, man. Jamal was celebrating like that versus J-Rock because J-Rock was talking greasy the whole build-up. J-Rock was talking crazy to Jamal the whole build-up, bro. J-Rock was really confident going into that fight. And he was giving Jamal some work. That was a good chess match. And then, you know, Jamal just caught him with a good jab. And, you know, J-Rock can get his legs back after that. Yo, chill out. Yo, go in your cage, bro. Go in your cage. Word. Go. Fucker. Jamal jab is crazy. Yeah, if he caught you at the end of that jab, he would hurt you. He did that to a few niggas, bro. Jamal hurt a few niggas with a jab, bro. My favorite my favorite Jamal performance is the K9 Bundridge fight. I said that shit so many times. Jamal Charlo versus Cornelius Bundridge, bro. My favorite fucking fight from Jamal. The way he stood, bro, that was his first world title shot. He acted like he was there before. He was so calm, controlled aggression, stood behind his jab. He put his combinations together. Even when he hurt Cornelius, he didn't get reckless. He didn't get out of pocket. He stood nice and relaxed all the way until he knew he had K9 like hurt out on his feet. He stood composed the whole time, just silent killer, bro. Jamal resume trash. I mean, it's definitely not all the way there. Like Jamal, he got some good wins. Like J-Rock's a good win. Sergey Derevchenko, that's a good win. But like, Jamal don't really got no huge names on his resume. He a 2-division world champion, but at the same time, it's like his biggest names is who? Who's his biggest names? His resume definitely lacking depth for sure. Jermell got a way better resume than Jamal, in my opinion. Jamal really, what's crazy was I always thought Jamal was better than Jamal, especially early on in their career, but I don't know. Jamal just got in a different mode. Maul would have beat Triple G. That would have been a good ass fight. I don't know. I guess Jamal took it personal with J-Rock. He didn't want to shake hands. Ooh. He said, rumors are saying Rayo might come back against Antoine due to Puello versus Sandor fight taking a long time. What y'all think about that fight? That's a dangerous fight for Rayo, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. But Rayo do got power, so he Antoine the dog, bro. That pressure, that high volume, the punching power, all that. I don't think that shit going 12. I ain't gonna lie to you, but that's really dangerous for Rayo, bro. And if you really think about it, Rayo not no legit 140 all like that. I think Antoine might beat the nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna watch a little bit more. I gotta pick up. I'm gonna pay attention to certain little details with uh with Antoine, but I watch Rayo enough. I already know how he is. Oh shit. Damn. I don't know. Antoine pressure and his volume might play his part. Antoine might get that nigga, bro. Can Rayo pull out that same boxing tactics that he did with Pitbull against Antoine? He might have some success here and there, but I don't know. Antoine a different beast from Pitbull though. More athletic. I think he's faster, more explosive. I don't know. Antoine State mentioning he beat Boots in the amateurs. Bro, this nigga Zachy is so pressed on Devin Haney, bro. Jesus Christ. What you want to know about Devin Haney, Zachy? What you want to know, man? What you want to know about Dev, bro? Antoine State. Yeah, I mean, that's because that's the highlight of his boxing career. You feel what I'm saying? That's the highlight of his boxing career. He ain't got nothing to talk about, in the pros. Who he beat in the pros? He ain't beat nobody in the pros, bro. So he got to talk about the amateurs. Whenever niggas didn't do shit in the pros, they talk about what they did in the amateurs. He said, drop link. All right. I'll drop the link. I probably got like a good 10 minutes left. Yo, Anonymous. That's a good question. He said, Key said Barichek is next. Do y'all think Key will try to unify eventually with a whole brother situation with Shakur? Look, man, that's a great question. To answer the first part, I've been saying how Key was going to end up fighting Barichek. Bob Arum had that in play for a long time now. He been saying that all the way before Shakur fought, Harvard Tunyan. Bob Arum was saying how Shakur don't re-sign with Top Rank. He'll give the Barichek opportunity to Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he following through with his word. Keyshawn about to fight Barichek for that WBO strap. Now, in terms of, what you're trying to unify, I mean, I feel like the opportunity is more on Keyshawn's side because as of right now, if Keyshawn were to beat Barichek, hypothetically speaking, who has the IBF? Another top-ranked fighter. You feel what I'm saying? So, that'll be an easier fight to make. And at this point, I don't think Bob Arum going to give Shakur any type of opportunities with any top-ranked fighters. You left, you're not going to get any opportunities. You're not going to eat off me. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like Keyshawn got a better opportunity of unifying, right away than Shakur. Because, outside of Loma is Tank, and, Tank be taking a sweet-ass time with making fights happen, if he's even going to make it. So, but I think if Keyshawn decides to unify after defeating Barichek, hypothetically speaking, that's when they're going to start to have a little animosity towards each other. That's when the tension going to build up. Because, like I said, I refuse to believe that Shakur Stevenson is humble enough, and I don't believe he's humble enough to let a nigga outshine him in his division, regardless of whether they his friend or not. Shakur is too much of a competitor to play number 2 to anybody. You feel what I'm saying? So if Keyshawn were to unify, I think it'll be very interesting to see Shakur Stevenson's reaction to it. I think Keyshawn will more likely be able to stay down and, watch another nigga shine. Shakur, I don't think he got that type of character. I don't think he got that in his blood. Now, if Keyshawn got one title, I think he'd be cool with that because he got one title. But if a nigga end up having more titles than him, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. It's going to be interesting. Remember Shakur winning Navarrete? Yeah, he did. I remember that. But Navarrete ain't no work for Shakur, not at 135. I remember he won at Navarrete at 130. But I think after the Conceição fight, what the fuck going on? I think after that Conceição fight, I think Shakur missed weight or some shit like that. So he used that as an opportunity to move up. I guess Bull not coming on the platform, so I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. The fuck? I don't know who it was. Regardless of who it was, they couldn't fuck with me in no boxing talk anyway, man. That's how the fuck Mazuma TV give it up. You heard? Man, y'all niggas don't be want to talk about bitches or nothing, man. I said some open boxing topics. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have easily went to a random route, but y'all just want to be talking about boxing and shit, man. It's cool. It is what it is. We're going to try another day. You feel me? Shout out to the nation and the mob, man. We definitely in the building. If y'all new to the channel, please subscribe. We on the road to 3K. We about to hit that 2,400 mark in due time, man. I was expecting to hit 2,400, you know what I'm saying, by the end of the year, but I think we're going to get there much, much before that. You know what I mean? Shout out to the nation and the mob for making it possible. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all hit the like, y'all hit the subscribe button. being tuned to the channel because tomorrow I'm gonna be I just hit 2.38. Ooh wee, that's what's up, baby. But anyways, we're gonna hit that 2400 mark in due time, man. You know what I mean? Be on the lookout for the videos tomorrow. Look out for the live tomorrow as well. This is Mazuma TV. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm out of here, man. Peace.